Hi guys, I hope that you're all doing really well. So today I'm going to be doing my lineup for Hot Guy Summer Fragrances 2025. I love to do this video. It's just for fun. Wear whatever you want for the summer, but I wanted to recommend some amazing fragrances for the summer that I personally find really attractive on men. So let's just jump into the list. I have a variety of fragrances here, and I do want to say something. I typically, in the summertime, like guys to smell fresh and clean, but I also really enjoy at night when a guy wears something a little bit sweeter or maybe a little bit unassuming for the summertime. So there's a few unassuming fragrances here that you might think don't work in the summer, but they absolutely do. And a pro tip from me to you, if you have something in your collection that is maybe a little bit sweeter, a little bit stronger, a little bit more woody, and you still want to wear it in the summertime, just wear it at night. It works perfectly at night. Usually at night, the temperatures start to drop, so that's when you can wear something a little bit more sweet, woody, etc. So without further ado, let's get into the list. Okay, so I'm gonna start out with a fragrance that I just love so much. I find this fragrance to be incredibly sexy and addictive. I actually purchased this fragrance for my partner to wear because I love it that much. This is Amyris Homme from Maison Francis Kurkdjian. You can see the dent in this bottle. I adore this fragrance. It is fresh, but it has something creamy, a little bit sweet, which makes it really addictive on the skin, especially in the summertime. So what you have in here, in the top, is a little bit of citrus, but it has something really smooth about it. It's not this really bitter, sharp citrus scent. It's a very smooth citrus. Then you have something creamy and a little bit sweet about it. It also has a little bit of a woody base, so it has a bit of depth going on, but it's just incredible to me, this fragrance. Like, I find this scent to be very fresh, yet really addictive on the skin. So I really recommend this one for the summertime, in the day, in the night, anytime. It is one of my absolute favorites. I'm not going to say it's the best, but it's one of my personal favorites. Longevity and projection could be better. I'm not going to lie to you guys. It's probably around 6 to 7 hours or so with a softer projection. But personally, I don't care. I think that this fragrance smells fantastic and I will never stop recommending it. It's one of my favorite, really interesting, fresh, appealing scents. Okay, so next up is a newer release from Acqua di Parma, and this fragrance I adore. I'm also wearing it a little bit myself. Doesn't mean that it smells feminine, it's just such a beautiful, fresh fragrance. This is Buongiorno from Acqua di Parma. Now, the rumors are true. This does smell quite similar to Torino 21 from Xerjoff. If you've never smelled Torino 21, it's a really fresh, citrus, green, minty scent. And you do kind of feel a similar vibe with Buongiorno. Very fresh, very green, very minty, very vibrant, just really addictive in the best way. It almost smells like a mojito. It's just incredible to me. Very vibrant, citrusy, green, minty, clean, addictive. I absolutely adore this fragrance and I love smelling this on my partner. It smells fantastic, especially in the summertime. If you're somebody that you just want to smell really fresh and clean in the summer, you want something that keeps you smelling fresh throughout the day, definitely try something like Buongiorno. Because of that green kind of mintiness, it really helps you to feel fresh throughout the entire day. So definitely recommend this one for the summer. Smells incredible. You're most likely going to get complimented because who doesn't like fresh smelling things in the summertime when it's really hot? Amazing release from Acqua di Parma. The next fragrance is another personal favorite of mine. This is Roja Parfums Isola Blue. Now, this fragrance smells quite similar to one of my favorite fragrances from Sospiro called Basso, and it also gives me a subtle resemblance to Terre d'Hermès from Hermès. So what you're going to get with Isola Blue is a really balanced, fresh fragrance that feels super masculine and really classy. There is something about this scent that just oozes class, elegance, sophistication. It's very sexy as well. This is one of my favorite DNAs on a man. What you have here is a little bit of a freshness in the top, You also get a bit of like a peppery kind of spice, and you also have some woods, but it feels very fresh throughout the entire wear. It never feels too heavy, too woody, too thick, but it's just perfectly balanced to me. You get a little bit of that pepperiness, a bit of that freshness, and a bit of that nice dry woodiness. Incredible fragrance for men for the summertime. I adore this fragrance. If you wanted like one really good fragrance that can carry you through the summer, for the day, for the night, for a date, for a party, Isola Blue from Roja. This fragrance is just super addictive, catchy, and very sexy on a man. The next fragrance, I'm gonna quickly go through it because I'm sure that you guys are sick of seeing things about this scent, but I have to mention Imagination from Louis Vuitton. Now, whether you think that this fragrance is worth it or not is completely up to you, but personally, I think that this fragrance is one of the best fresh fragrances ever, in my opinion. I love this scent. And again, this is the type of scent that if you're just looking to get one fragrance to carry you throughout the entire summer, and you're somebody who prefers to smell very fresh and clean, and you want your scent to last, Imagination. You just need one, and it can be this one. This is the most beautiful fresh fragrance. It's super smooth. You have musk, neroli, some tea, bergamot. It's just so beautiful, very fresh, very clean, very smooth, and very long lasting. On my skin, I get around, I would say, 8 hours of really good wear with Imagination, with a beautiful projection as well. Every time I wear this scent personally, I always get complimented, especially from men. Guys love this scent, girls love this scent, everybody loves this scent. It is absolutely like perfect in my opinion. So Imagination, if you're looking for fresh and clean, long lasting, you only want to have one fragrance that you can wear in the day, night, date, party, whatever, Imagination. The rumors are true. It is one of the best fragrances ever. The next fragrance is one that I would say is more unassuming for the summertime. However, it works perfectly in the summer. I live in Dubai. The whole entire year is summer here. This fragrance is perfect. This is Perfect Oud from Mizensir. Now, this is not typically something that a lot of people would pull for in the summertime, but I'm telling you guys, this at night in the summer, even in the day, if it's not too hot, I would recommend Perfect Oud. If you are a man that likes something a little bit more sophisticated, classy, a little bit woody, you don't really like typically fresh citrus scents, Perfect Oud is incredible. This is a signature-worthy fragrance for a man. You can wear this scent any time of the year for any occasion, and it's going to work really well. This is beautiful in my opinion. It is a really fresh, clean type of oud. The oud in here is not like a real oud, it's an oud accord, which feels woody, clean, classy, just incredible. You also have a little bit of juniper, so there's a little bit of like an aromatic touch in the top. I think you have some iris as well, so it's quite smooth. And the woodiness here is just so beautiful. If you're looking for something more sophisticated, a little bit more upper class, you want something that is very signature worthy. Some people are going to recognize you from your scent. Perfect Oud from Mizensir. It also has really good longevity, around 7 to 8 hours on the skin with a nice projection. Beautiful fragrance. I would say more so for the nighttime, but you can absolutely wear it in the day as well. Perfect Oud. Okay, one of my favorite fragrances of all time, and a scent that I always recommend to men. Whenever I get the question from a man, Demi, if you can only recommend one fragrance, what's your favorite fragrance? What do you recommend? I'm getting married. What fragrance do you recommend I check out? Tuxedo from Yves Saint Laurent. Now, this is truly one of my favorite fragrances ever of all time for a man. I find this scent to be so sexy, so addictive. There's something about this scent that just makes my jaw like drop. I love this fragrance. In the summertime, it smells incredible. You can wear this in the day, in the night. Don't let the notes like kind of deter you from trying to wear this in the summer. It doesn't smell super cloying or too sweet, too much. It is beautiful. But if you are somebody that maybe doesn't want to wear this in the daytime, try wearing it in the nighttime. It works beautifully. What you have here is some vanilla, You have a little bit of spice. It has a soft sweetness going on. Super addictive. I don't even know what to say about Tuxedo because to me it's one of the most perfect fragrances for a man. This is so incredibly sexy on a man's skin. Definitely try wearing this on a summer evening. If you're taking a couple of fragrances with you, this is absolutely one of my favorites. So Tuxedo from Yves Saint Laurent, my baby. I love it forever and always. This scent is incredible. Next up is another really beautiful fresh and clean scent. I would say again, if you're somebody that just wants to take one fragrance away with you, you just want one scent for the summer, Creed Silver Mountain Water. This fragrance is absolutely fantastic. I love this scent. It smells really clean, refined, luxurious. It is absolutely perfect. Very clean, very fresh, musky. You have a little bit of iris. It's just incredible. This is quite similar to a fragrance from Cosmarati called Mephisto. So if you have Mephisto, you don't need Silver Mountain Water, and vice versa. If you have Silver Mountain Water, you don't need Mephisto. But I just adore this fragrance in the summertime. It has something very cooling about it. Very clean, musky, fresh, airy. It's an incredible fragrance. Incredible fragrance. I wouldn't class this fragrance as being something sexy. In my opinion, it's not a sexy scent to me. This is just something that if you want to smell fresh, you want to smell clean, you want to smell elegant, classy, I would recommend Silver Mountain Water for sure. And on my skin, I get around 7 hours of really good wear with Silver Mountain Water with a softer projection. So definitely recommend this one if you're looking for a fresh, clean, elegant scent and you don't really want to wear like multiple things during the summer. Definitely try Silver Mountain Water. Obviously, I had to touch on another fragrance that I always talk about, but there's a reason for that. This is Vibrato from Sospiro. Now, I would say if you love and have Ingenious Ginger from Goldfield Banks, you don't need Vibrato. If you have Tiger from Bulgari, you don't need Vibrato. But out of all of those scents, Vibrato is definitely my favorite. This is an incredible, addictive citrus scent that is loud, it projects, it gets compliments. It is incredible for the summertime. Again, if you want one fragrance that can carry you through the summer for all situations, Vibrato. Juicy, vibrant citruses. You have a little bit of a powderiness, something a little bit green, herbaceous, some woods and amber in the base. Very long lasting. It projects like a beast. Like this is going to get you so many compliments. People are going to ask you what you're wearing. It's just an amazing, amazing fragrance for the summertime. If you are somebody that likes something a bit stronger, you want people to smell you, I would recommend Vibrato from Sospiro. It's absolutely incredible. This fragrance is one of my personal favorites. I've gone through 3 bottles of it. This is my 4th bottle. I love this scent. It is perfect for the summertime. Okay, another very unassuming fragrance for the summertime. I have been wearing this fragrance quite a bit recently, so has my partner. He's actually taking this on summer vacation with him. This is Naxos from Xerjoff. So Naxos from Xerjoff, this fragrance is incredible. It's boozy, it's sweet, but not too sweet. This is what I love about Naxos. It doesn't go into like a really sticky, sweet gourmand territory. It stays quite balanced because of the lavender and the other notes inside. There is a little bit of honey as well, so you do get like this rich kind of sweetness going on, but again, not too much to the point where it feels sickly to wear in the summer. It's very warm, slightly aromatic, slightly boozy, slightly sweet. Incredible fragrance from Xerjoff. I love the scent. I think it is perfect for a summer evening. Something that smells addictive and is going to get you noticed. Noxos. And it also lasts a long time on my skin. I get around, I would say 8 hours of really good wear with a minimal projection. So definitely recommend this one for the summer evenings. Very sexy, very addictive, and I'm very happy to have this one on vacation with me. The OGs of my channel know. This is Pacific Rock Moss from Goldfield Banks. You can see my bottle. One of my favorite fresh fragrances ever. I love this scent. I think it's one of the most perfect fresh fragrances ever. I have been speaking about this scent for maybe like 8 years now. incredible. This is fresh, salty, aquatic, but not in that gross aquatic way. I am not the biggest fan of aquatic marine type of scents. It's not really the category of fragrances that I like myself. This is the exception to the rule. It has this beautiful kind of really fresh, watery, aquatic vibe, but in a super appealing way. You have something, I think, a little bit aromatic, a little bit citrusy, a bit woody, salty. It's just beautiful. Nothing makes me feel as fresh and invigorated as Pacific Rock Moss. Again, if you're somebody that loves to smell very fresh and clean in the summer, you don't want something sweet or woody or anything, you just want fresh and clean, Pacific Rock Moss, this fragrance is incredible. I also get really good longevity on my skin around the 7-hour mark with a softer projection, but this fragrance is amazing. Citrus, woods, aquatic, just really splashy, vibrant, fresh, coastal vibes. Absolutely incredible fragrance. Okay, and the last fragrance is another very unassuming scent to wear in the summer, but I love this fragrance. I find it to be so sexy on a man. This is Oud and Bergamot from Jo Malone. Now, I recently got this fragrance into my collection and I love smelling this on my partner. This fragrance is so sexy to me. I cannot put my finger on what it is exactly, but this fragrance is sexy. Summer evenings, I would say. Don't wear this in the summer during the day. You can if you want, depending on like the temperatures, but summer evening wearing Oud and Bergamot, perfection. This is a very dry, fresh, woody scent. The oud in here, I don't even know how they can call it oud. It doesn't smell like oud. It's not animalic. It's not super woody. What you're getting is more of a fresh, kind of dry, woody fragrance. It feels really masculine, really sexy, really catchy on the skin. It's just incredible. Whenever my partner wears this, like I follow him to try to get a whiff of what he's wearing. It smells incredible on the skin. Like I said, the oud here, it's not like an animalic oud. It's not too woody in a way. It does have like a dry, woody character, but in a super appealing way. And you can wear this scent all of the year, anytime, any situation, any occasion. Very signature scent worthy, this fragrance, and it is absolutely beautiful. So definitely recommend Oud and Bergamot, especially for summer evenings. I think it is perfect. So that is it, you guys. Thank you so much for watching this video on my Hot Guy Summer recommendations for 2025. Let me know what you thought about my list, and if you guys know any of the fragrances, if you have them, if you're planning to wear them, I would love to know. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you soon. Bye!